Alright everyone, today we are getting some outside work done because it is beautiful out here. Spring is right around the corner and we have stuff to get done. So one of the projects that we have to work on this year is this thing right behind us here, and that is a very old apple tree that has kind of gotten neglected and not used over the years. And the last couple years we have taken the time to slowly trim it back and try to squash it down so that it's not growing way too high where we can't get any of the fruit off of it, number one. And number two, it's just getting too big to manage. So we've been slowly making it look like a giant stepped on it and keeping it down so that we can harvest more off of it hopefully in the coming season here. So that is one thing that we're doing, is getting some trimming done, but we've done a lot of that over the winter because it's really not the best time to be doing it right now come springtime here. The other thing is we're getting the chickens ready to go out to pasture, so that entails moving the portable fencing, getting the winter setup that we had going on moved back out to the portable chicken tractor. So that we got that going on. We have some garden stuff that we're tending to with some trees. We got some this year. We grabbed 4 peach trees to plant, and we're gonna be planting some peach trees, and we have a whole bunch of starts going for some elderberries, figs, apple trees, and some stuff like that too. So got a lot going on, and just going to be getting some stuff done outside on this beautiful day. Alright, so part of the spring cleanup is getting fence picked up that we use for temporary situations. This is the Gallagher roll-up fence. It's not been super ideal to use over the winter because it's not designed for like heavy use like that. But it's what we had, and we made it work. So we're getting this picked up from the winter, and we're going to get some of the pasture isolated here so that the sheep stop eating the grass as soon as it turns green. So we got to keep them on hay a little bit longer to let this grow up here and let our pasture get going.
As you can see, the reason why we put up the temporary fence is because they just eat it straight to the ground. And that's why there's literally no green grass on this whatsoever. That's why we're gonna put a fence up there, from there to keep them all back there, then this can all grow.
Alright, so one of the other things that William and I are doing today is we're picking up some of the old brushes along the fence line here, and we're gonna take all the brush and put it up against the fence line, and then what that does is it creates a combination of the old fence that's there to keep the animals in and other animals out, but it also creates then a living fence that grows around it. So you have all your brush that goes up against the fence line, and instead of trying to like mow it and fight it and beat it back, you just stack it up there, and then the new stuff grows up and in between it and kind of weaves it all together. So you've got the old farm fence, the field fence that's there, and then you've got the new stuff and other, the birds, the windbreak. There's just a lot of benefits from it too. So we're gonna get all this brush pushed back, and then we'll give you a shot of it when we get done here. But it's just the whole section that is all thick, and it's probably, I don't know, 25-30 feet off the fence line that we're going to push it back and kind of get it to restart again, because a lot of it's just invasive junk.
All right, we are running out of daytime. I think it's 4 o'clock. And I'm just showing you guys. Here, I'm going to turn you around so you can see what the chickens are doing. So, obviously we have the high tunnel. It's kind of hard to see with the sun shining so bright. We have the high tunnel sides up. The chickens spent the winter in the high tunnel. And now we're letting them come into the garden space. Remember how I said that we struggled a lot with weeds the last couple years, and we want those weeds to not go to seed this year. If we can, the best we can. So right now we're gonna give the chickens a few days in this big garden space area on the outside. They did an amazing, amazing job in the high tunnel over the winter. It's just perfect planting soil right now, and it looks beautiful. So we need to get them completely out of the high tunnel, completely out of the garden space. We've got their spot already set up in the pasture. For tonight we're moving them, I think, either tonight or tomorrow, I haven't decided, because they've been going at this all day, and just they're doing an amazing job. So then other than that, today we've been weeding the blueberry bushes, and I want to show you guys what William is up to. Let's walk over there. All right, William, can you give me the rundown on what you're doing over here in this section?
I am planting apple trees.
Tell me a little bit about the apple tree cuttings. Like, what did Dad do?
We got the tree, and then we just cut off the branches off of them.
Okay.
And then we just put them on the ground, and they'll grow.
Is there anything in this liquid in here?
No, it's just water.
So you're hoping to root these out, and then what's your plan if they root out?
Hopefully sell them.
So you want to kind of take all these cuttings, which there's a lot of them. I don't know how many exactly, but there's a lot of these cuttings, and you want them to root out, and you're going to sell apple trees, huh?
Yes.
Always looking to make a dime, huh? All right, get after it.
I got around 192 apple starters in the ground, and got that done. I hope they grow.
All right, today is a couple things. Today is Julianne's birthday, so we went and celebrated that this morning out for breakfast. It's just so fun spending time with your big kids. It's like the best thing in the whole wide world. So we did that, and then today is like 70 degrees here in Illinois. It's still March, mid-March, 17th, and we are doing tons of things today. So we moved the chicken tractor here, and we're having the chickens till it up and get it all ready for us to plant in. But then, more importantly, out in the 7-acre pasture back here, we are seeding today. We're gonna put down a cover crop seed, some overseed, some pasture grass seed to just really help the pasture thrive this year. So we're really excited about that. We got hay getting delivered today to carry the animals through this last month here before grass comes in. What else? We're doing all the things. Cleaning up the pasture, and everybody's working hard. Everyone's covered in dirt and getting things done, taking advantage of this beautiful, beautiful weather. We got rain coming tomorrow. We need to get seed in the ground. So that's the plan. So you guys are just hanging out with us today on all the fun stuff that we're doing. All right, Jules, you and Grandma are in charge of blueberry bushes. Well, you were helping in the pasture too, but what are you doing with the blueberry bushes today?
I am currently fertilizing them, and Grandma is weeding.
Lots of weeds, right? We're claiming back our blueberry bushes this year, right? We have over 500 blueberry bushes planted. We also, what trees did Dad buy?
You bought peach, I
4
believe?
peach trees.
Peach, maybe a pear.
I think they're peach, if I remember right. Anyway, we gotta get those in the ground. Probably not today. But anyway, we're gonna fertilize, and then what's the plan with putting down boxes?
Well, half of our blueberry beds have strawberries on them. So the ones that do not have strawberries planted in them, we're just going to put down cardboard boxes to kill any weeds.
Just to keep our own sanity. So we're not spending it's a full-time job weeding the blueberry bushes, right? So, and then eventually we want to transplant the strawberries into their own bed maybe, right?
Yeah, but if they do really well in the blueberries,
if they come up before the weeds, which I think strawberries should.
Yeah, they're really
theoretically.
Thick ground cover.
Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, cool. Thank you for doing that. quick history on the pasture and why we're still fighting this.
So the pasture 5 years ago was corn and soybeans before we moved here. And it had been row cropped and basically stripped of all of its nutrients. So then we spent the first year here, we tilled it under for the first time, and we planted pasture blend seed. And it took, but it didn't take really well. And then we soil tested it, and we figured out that it was too acidic and it was nutrient deficient.
Like super.
Super. So then we started the high rotational grazing. We did fairly decent with that the first year. So that would be year number 4 years ago. And then we did decent with it the year after that. But then last year we had the high tunnel take effect. And then we didn't really tend to the rotational stuff. And it got picked clean. So in all reality, I'm guessing that if we would just let it go naturally this year, it probably would bounce back and it would probably start growing in because it's had the animals moving on it and manuring on it and doing all those things. Plus, the lime has had a full 2 years because two falls ago, we did lime to bring the pH, the acidity back to more of a neutral. So, we've thrown a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of money. We've put
no, because some people have.
We've not put a lot of money comparatively speaking, but so probably 3 different rounds of like $800 worth of seed, honestly, if I'm thinking about it the right way, that we've put into it, and that's 7 acres of the pasture space here. So the plan for today is we're having more hay brought in to confine animals to get them through the next month and a half. Maybe 2 months, we'll see. But that way we can drag, we can overseed, and we can redistribute some of the new seed onto the land here, and hopefully give it a great spring season here for grass growth.
And
so we're grass farmers,
yes.
Once again.
Grass farmers,
yes.
Once again. And you're gonna use a caster for the seed? Or
yeah,
what's it
we're
called?
going to broadcast it and drag it to increase our seed to soil contact, because that's the biggest thing with seed is we could get like a big Brillen no-till drill seeder. One of our friends actually is one of those that was going to let us borrow it, but it's like 15 feet, and for him to get it from one side of the town to the other, it's just a big beast. So because we do have some establishment and our lovely neighbor is letting us borrow his tractor,
yes,
we're gonna broadcast it and drag it, and hopefully that'll do a couple things. It'll let whatever is going down here, as far as whatever seed is working well, or whatever is growing well right now, to grow. That's
so anyway,
the plan.
And tomorrow?
We're gonna drag all this, we're gonna put seed down, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and our growing temperatures are supposed to be like primo.
Perfect.
So
we're doing it.
We're gonna mix all this stuff together and get it all worked together and do some pasture management.
Okay, so the guys who are dropping off hay are here, and they also dropped off the seed thing. It's got a name. Anyway, they're out back and I couldn't walk fast enough. So anyway, they're gonna come back up here. They're dropping 3 bales off to the sheep in the back. We're keeping everybody, all critters, off of the 7-acre pasture, which I'm on right now. These guys will all get choked down up there by the barn and get good quality hay for at least a month here to give this pasture perfect amount of time to grow and not get eaten as soon as it grows, because that's what they like to do. So anyway, the guys are gonna bring up 1 bale of hay for these animals up here. The sheep are good to go for the next 3 bales will last them a long time. So we're good, getting all the things done. That you got?
We got a pasture blend mix, and then we had some leftover, just some oats and some barley to put in with it, just to add to the...
Well, you might as well plant it, and that'll buy some time, right, for the other stuff to not get weeds, right?
Yeah, well, it's not enough, but it's just, we had it, I'm just gonna put it in the bin. Keep it down. Let it go. Back up a little bit. Keep going. There we go.
Grass and just other kinds of weeds.
Well, he gets that big tractor out there. I get my little tractor. Isn't it awesome?